Researchers at Northwestern University seem to have found a compound that stops the degeneration of motor neurons and heals them in people who have the disease ALS and other motor neuron diseases. This means that this compound could help people who have ALS and motor neuron diseases a lot. ALS is a scary disease because of the fact that it is deadly, and the people who have it often die not long after they get it. Their life expectancy on average is between 2 to 5 years, though there are exceptions like Stephen Hawking, who lived a long time after he was diagnosed with it. The full name of ALS is amyotrophic lateral sclerosis and is also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. It is a progressive neurological disease that affects the motor neurons and causes the patient to progressively lose control of their muscle movements till they cannot move at all. There are other motor neuron diseases that are similar to ALS, these being hereditary spastic paraplegia, abbreviated to HSP, and primary lateral sclerosis, abbreviated to PLS. There has always been no cure for these motor neuron diseases. No medication or way has been found to reverse or completely cure these diseases, which is why ALS is so deadly. But the compound discovered by researchers at Northwestern University, which is called NU9, has the potential to maybe cure or at least somewhat help the patients who have motor neuron diseases. The study on the compound was published in Clinical Translational Medicine on February 23rd of 2021. The author of the study, as well as the person who started the study, was Richard B. Silverman, who is a chemistry professor at Northwestern University. He developed the compound U9 in his lab. For more information, I am quoting from news.northwestern.edu here. Quote, "The study was initiated after Silverman identified a compound, NU9, developed in his lab for its ability to reduce protein misfolding in critical cell lines. The compound is not toxic and crosses the blood-brain barrier. The NU9 compound addresses two of the important factors that cause upper motor neurons to become diseased in ALS, protein misfolding and protein clumping inside the cell. Proteins fold in a unique way to function. When they misfold, they become toxic to the neuron. Sometimes proteins aggregate inside the cell and cause pathology, as in the TDP-43 protein pathology. This happens in about 90% of all ALS patient brains and is one of the most common problems in neurodegeneration. The research team began to investigate whether NU9 would be able to help repair upper motor neurons that became diseased due to increased protein misfolding in ALS. The results in mice were positive. Scientists next performed experiments to reveal how and why the diseased upper motor neurons regained their health, restoring neurons to robust health. After administering NU9, both the mitochondria, the cell's energy producer, and the endoplasmic reticulum, the cell's protein producer, began to regain their health and integrity, resulting in improved neuron health. The upper motor neurons were more intact, their cell bodies were larger, and dendrites were not riddled with holes. They stopped degenerating so much that the diseased neurons became similar to healthy control neurons after 60 days of NU9 treatment." End of quote. So this is good news to hear that progress is being made against this disease that not much has been known about. There has not been much that is known how to cure it or even the cause or causes of it, though progress is being made all the time and we have some ideas about the causes of it. This study takes us in the right direction. I remember the Ice Bucket Challenge back in 2014. I'm sure most of you do as well. It was not very long ago, about 7 years when it happened. The Ice Bucket Challenge was to raise awareness for ALS and the people who suffer with it. For the challenge, people would pour a bucket of water. I think it was cold. They would pour it over themselves, or someone would pour it on them, and they would often post it on social media. Anyway, just thought I'd mention that, in case you remember. So there is more that needs to be known about this compound, U9, before it can be used to treat ALS or motor neuron diseases, particularly how well it works on humans. Richard Silverman said about this, quote, "I am very excited to find out if our hypothesis about stabilizing upper motor neurons in mice will translate to humans, and NU9 will provide hope for those inflicted with currently untreatable upper motor neuron diseases." End of quote. So we shall wait and see on this, but so far this looks promising, and I sure hope it works. So thanks for watching or listening to this video. Please subscribe if you like this content and have not already done so, and like the video. And thank you very much.